So the native vegetation, the chaparral, is fire adaptive, and in its mature state, it's larger diameter vegetation, right? It's shrubs and larger oak trees and things like this. And so when it's replaced in slow recovery by what we call light flashy fuels, which is just predominantly grasses, annual grasses that dry and cure, we call those light flashy fuels because they're more readily ignitable and they tend to burn faster. So if you can imagine trying to start a fire in your fireplace or a campfire, you start out with kindling, lots smaller pieces to then ignite the larger material. Well, that lighter material ignites much faster and it burns faster. And so when we talk about a grass fire, for example, from a firefighter standpoint, it's more receptive to the whims of the wind. And so it'll burn much faster than the heavier fuels. It takes more energy to ignite. And so we essentially start to change the dynamic of the fire environment as that's converted. The receptive fuel bed in a wildland fire arena, meaning the fuels and vegetation condition that receives embers, the receptive fuel bed that then ignites is one factor, the ember cast is another factor. And you put the built environment in there and those same principles apply, but the factors are so different. What are the receptive fuel beds in a community? And it's everything from ornamental vegetation to the construction of the building itself, to the fences, to the yard accumulation. And so that was the fuel. It wasn't vegetation carrying the fire through the community. At that point, the community was carrying the fire through itself.